Hello everyone, welcome back to Ayumilove channel for another Awaken Chaos Era content. In today's video, I'll be going over the new event that is taking place, which is the Lord of the Oceans. So let me enter it. So basically, currently we are on day 2, where there's the image of view for the second day of the daily challenge. And this is the special challenge that does not change during the event of the 7 days. So I've already collected 800 Lucky Shillings by completing some of the special challenges. Inside here, when you click on it, there are a combination of 3 unique different affixes. Affixes basically means that the conditions that increases the difficulty in defeating these enemies. As you know, that affixes will make it harder for you to defeat the enemies by increasing their max health, or providing additional bonus stats to them and decreasing your hero stats. So basically that's what the affixes are. And I've already obtained the highest score, which is 30 for this challenge, in the special challenge, which means that it allows me to unlock the, what's it called, the Blackhorn Special Skin, as you notice here. So this one had a condition of you need to unlock at least 30 points in the special challenge by defeating Evera the boss. So I'm not able to purchase the Blackhorn skin yet because I'm lacking 200 Lucky Shillings. So probably during the days for the daily challenge, you'll be awarded with some Lucky Shillings here. So let me close this one down. So as you can see here, for day 2, they rewarded 200 Lucky Shillings, 100 Lucky Shillings on the second one, and 100 Lucky Shillings at the 10. So probably on tomorrow, there will be the same rotation as the first day, which is 100 Lucky Shilling. And the following day, probably is another 200 Lucky Shillings. So I approximate that the number of Lucky Shillings that we can get during the daily challenge would be around about, let's say, let me calculate. The first day is 100, second day is 200. So it's 300 for 2 days. So the next 2 more days or 4 more days, you will get another like 600 Lucky Shillings. In this video, I'll be walking you through my tank team that I used to clear Evera with the highest score of 30 to unlock the Blackhorn Skin, as well as the remaining time limited items such as the avatar frame, as well as the Evera's avatar. So the team I have in mind will be a tank team that relies on true damage to deal damage on the enemies. It's similar to the Void Tower Heart. So in order to reach the total score of 30, I'll need to select the affixes here, which increases the difficulty of the enemies. So what I'll do is, I will basically select the affixes that increases the point. And let's say for the first one is to increase the enemy's attack. So since I'm using a tank team, and a tank team can absorb a lot of damage, so it's okay for me to increase the enemy's attack by 50% because I know that my team can handle a strenuous attack with the help of like a revival set or an additional healer. The second affix would be the health. So the first level of the second affix would be additional 30% enemy max health, 60% and 100% enemy max health. If you're running a speed nuke team, you can basically either one-shot them easily depending on your gear stats. So if you have very good gears like using every set, assassin set, then this one should not be a problem. However, the team that I'm having in mind to use is a tank team, and a tank team will not do much damage to enemies. So with this in mind, I'll probably decrease the enemy's max health just up to 30% only, just to provide them additional 30% enemy max health. But if your team is strong, you can increase it. Alright. So the first level is 4. Let me check first. So the first one is 1 point, 2 point, 3 points. I think the same goes with the attack one as well. 3, 2, 1. So it's also same. The higher the difficulty, the more points. I think it's basically same for all the first 10. Yeah. So the first 10 will be like 1 point at the first level, second point at the second level. And up to like level 12 affix, right? It seems like it's much more difficult now. Like 2 points here, 3 points here. 2 points, 3 points. This is 3 points. This is 2 points. This one should be 3 points. Right. So previously I was choosing the 50% enemy attack. Just 30% enemy max health. Then the third affix type is enemy speed. Since my defense team is pretty slow, so it doesn't matter whether my enemy speed is faster. So you can use this as like a bonus points to gain for completing the challenge. So the first three is mainly on increasing or boosting the enemy stats hero. Alright, so the next following three will be affecting your hero instead. So now the fourth affix will be decreasing your hero's max health by 15%. Next one is 30. So just choose this. Then this one is 15% less defense. The second one is less 30% hero defense. And this one will be less, and the sixth one will be less healing. So 20% hero healing, 50% hero healing. If your gears are not good enough, you can select the lower version depending on how good your account is and the gear you have. So since my heroes are all equipped in a revival set, then this will be okay for me. The 7th affix is adding more wave. Okay, so for this, right, this one is tied to is related to the final affix here, which is 30 rounds. If your team is not strong enough, probably you want to have more rounds. The default rounds will be 50. And if your team is strong enough to nuke all the waves quickly with a AoE speed nuke team, you can use this one. Must complete the battle within 30 rounds. Otherwise, if you want to use this wave, right, you must ensure that your team is strong enough to handle the wave. So if you want to add more wave, you will not use this one. Alright. So for me, I will not be using this one because my tank team takes some time to knock off the enemies. So I wouldn't be using the last affix, which is the 30 or 15 rounds. Alright, so we have completed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the number 8 affix. This one is allows the elites will appear in some wave. Elites and bosses will appear in some wave. So it doesn't probably matter to me because I still can take them down within the 50 turns. And the 9th affix will be only 1 hero deaths allowed. No hero deaths allowed. Since my tank team is strong enough to survive for the entire wave, probably I could select this option. And if you are using Mitasia to revive your heroes, selecting this will not help. Unless you're using Mitasia for additional healing and cleansing, just like Blackhorn. If you're Blackhorn in your team. So I'll choose no hero deaths allowed. Then the 10th affix would be granting attack up to Evera at the start of each round. Basically, what this means is Evera has a passive ability in each of her attack skills. So as you can see here, her basic attack thrust, right? If it's affected by attack above, then launches a bonus attack with gunfire. Gunfire is basically a mini AoE attack version of her ultimate ability, which is this one. So most of her skills have this special passive skill. If she's affected by the attack above, she'll gain additional bonus attack and apply gunfire on your hero. Oh, sorry. The bonus attack will be just like a single target attack, but once she reaches 4 rage, based from all these attacks, right? Any valid hits on your heroes, you gain 4 rage and perform an AoE attack using this one. This skill, Crow Blade. So since my tank team will be able to handle the AoE attacks, I think I can select one of it. The second part will be quite difficult because it increases the boss health by 80%. So I'm not sure whether I can finish her within that 50 rounds. So probably I will select this one. And the 11th affix will be heroes suffer cannon fire dealing 1000 true damage at the beginning of each round. If you do not have your heroes in revival set or do not have a dedicated healer that provides sufficient healing throughout the turns or throughout the rounds, I would recommend you not to select this one. However, if your tank team is all equipped in revival set, then this one should not matter. And the second one will be heroes suffer cannon fire dealing 2000 true damage, and basically the damage doesn't really matter much if your heroes have high amount of health. But the bad thing is this one randomly removes one stats up positive effect. So if you're using Hakrin in your team and Hakrin buff has been nerfed so that it's now removable, this one will remove Hakrin's increased max health up buff. So this one would be detrimental for those teams that are using Hakrin. So since I'm thinking of using Hakrin to boost up my hero's survivability with the defense up, the defense from his trait as well as the buff from the increased max health up, I'll probably go for the first one. And the 12th affix will be must include at least one elite hero. I'm currently thinking of using Charles and probably Rogge for my attackers. So I can select this one, include at least 2 elite heroes. And the 13th affix would be including fire heroes, at least 1 fire hero, or no fire heroes allowed. Since my hero does not involve any fire heroes, probably I can select the second option here. So now we are missing 3 more points. The last one would be, I think 11, 12, 13, 14. The 14 affix will be minus 50% hero attack. If you're not using an attack team, you can choose this one because it doesn't matter. And finally, for the 15 affix, must complete the battle within 30 rounds. I will not be selecting this because my team will take some time to kill the boss. So based on this selection, I have already collected 30 affixes or 30 points. And there's one issue where I think the previous day, which is yesterday, I wasn't able to unlock this affix because I think it requires me to have completed 24 affixes, but I have already I have 25 affix score point here. The reason being that you need to use that affix or complete that affix using the special challenge Evera in order to reach the affix accomplished at 25 instead of the 24. I can't remember. Is it 23 or 24? I remember previously I had 25 points, but this one requires me to have at least 24 affix accomplished. So what affix accomplished means is that if you have completed the special challenge using the affix, you gain 1 point. So that's how to resolve that issue. Probably Ace developers will need to provide more description, probably add like this magnifying glass at the top here to explain in more detail on how to on what does it mean by affix accomplished. So to reiterate, affix accomplished means that you need to complete every challenge using the affix. So let's say if I already selected this one, I'll need to complete this one and this one to get 3 points. Like three affix accomplished. So without further ado, let me show you my team. So my team consists of 2 elite heroes, which are Rogge and Charles, which fulfill the condition of including at least 2 elite heroes and no fire heroes allowed. So I'm not using any fire heroes here. I'm using Hakrin here to boost up my heroes' max health as well as to increase their defense stats, since the Affix that I've selected decreases my hero defense by I think 30%. And also I include Corrupt Orakh since he's one of the best hero for a tank team because he deals damage based on his max health. So for the first 2 heroes here, they deal damage based on the max health. Corrupt Orakh deals damage using his trait, where every round he deals AoE true damage based on his 5% of his max health. While Rogge deals damage based on his trait whenever an enemy attacks him, and he deals 10% of his damage through his 10% of his max health. Charles, on the other hand, deals damage based on his defense stats rather than attack as true damage. And Hakrin here synergizes with all of these 3 heroes because he boosts up everyone's health, which boosts Rogge and Corrupt Orakh damage, and Hakrin's increased defense through his trait will also boost up Charles' damage through his trait ability. And for the spells, I selected Shield of Mercy to block 1 instant of lethal attack, and Gaia's Renewal to heal all my heroes since I've selected one of the affix that decreases the efficiency of the revival set healing. And the reason why I select Shield of Mercy is because Hakrin has the lowest health here compared to these 3 heroes, because I've mainly focused on boosting up his defense. So Shield of Mercy is quite useful to protect him. So let's start the battle. So on the first battle, right, I'll put the Shield of Mercy on Hakrin because he's the most vulnerable hero in my team. So once this one is done, then you can just put it on full auto now. Alright. So as you can see, right, let me click on the info tab. So basically the enemies here has only 30% additional max health, so it's easy for my heroes such as like Rogge to perform his combo chop to knock out these enemies easily. They only have like 5 to 10,000 health for the minions, and for the elite heroes they have like double, and the bosses will have maybe quadruple of the health. So I'll just speed up the run to show you the battle quickly, and at the end of the battle, close to wave 12, then I will slow down the battle back to show you how I defeat Evera. There's some manual things that you will need to do during Evera wave, and I will explain more in detail when we reach there. Alright, we are on wave 12 now, and it seems like it's pretty lagging right now. It's super lag, I'm not sure why. Maybe there's an not so optimized graphics, or maybe it's like too much data collected just from these 12 waves. So as you can see, right, my Hakrin has the lowest health here because he's taking the brunt of the damage, because the enemies here are all stronger what's it called? Stronger elements, which deals with 50% more damage. And I would like to prevent Hakrin from taunting anyone to direct the damage towards him. So during this wave 12, right, I'll use what's it called? Charles to taunt Evera, to constantly taunt her, so that she will not use her ultimate ability to nuke out everyone. And for Hakrin, I can just use his Totem Slam on the minions here, but I will not use this Totem Slam on Evera because I will not want her to perform bonus attack on Hakrin, since he can easily die. And the best part is, if you have Rogge with high focus, you can use him to taunt the enemy as well, so that her bonus attack will trigger a lot of her bonus attack will trigger a lot of this retaliation from Rogge. So each time you perform a bonus attack on Rogge, she will receive 10% damage, or 10% of his max health damage as a true damage. And what we can do here is to also use what's it called? Corrupt Orakh ultimate ability to also silence her off and to deal high amount of true damage. And Corrupt Orakh has already taken down the minions, as you see. It performs a bonus attack. Now I'll use this opportunity to heal up everyone using the Guy's renewal. Then constantly taunt Evera. Alright, so Rogge has all these ignites on him. No, not ignite, bleeds, that deals damage based on Evera's total attack stats. So I'll use his skill, Trust, to heal back himself by 30% of his max health. And also boost up Corrupt Orakh's max health to deal more damage through his passive skill. Alright, so we'll keep on taunting Evera. Probably you can put this on auto now. Just disable Charles' ability to taunt. And also disable Hakrin's ability to prevent him from taunting Evera. Alright, Evera's health is 10% remaining. And that's it. Rogge finished up Evera with his combo chop. So that's how I managed to complete this mostly on full auto. And here's the battle report. As you notice, it's quite surprising that Rogge deals quite close to Corrupt Orakh's damage with his retaliation passive skill. 172,000 versus 193,000 from Corrupt Orakh. While Charles is only like, I think 1/4 of the damage of Rogge and 1/5 of the damage of Corrupt Orakh. Hakrin is here just to provide support to boost up the damage on Corrupt Orakh, Rogge, and Charles. That's the damage taken. As you know, the more damage that Rogge takes, the more damage he will deal to the enemies. And these are the healings. Usually Rogge will have the highest because he heals himself through his special ability. While both Corrupt Orakh and Hakrin and Charles, they all receive healing through Gaia's Renewal and through their revival set. You can replace Corrupt Orakh with like Cyrus, who is a free hero from the Hero Synthesis, but you need to gear her in a revival set to heal her up. Because Cyrus has a special ability that provides her with the ability immunity. So any abilities dealt to her, if there's any damage through that, it'll be ignored. And also you can use Anna, who is also an elite hero. She deals damage based on her, I think 10% of her max health. However, the damage dealt is not based on her, the damage dealt is not true damage. So it's probably lesser compared to like Rogge and Charles since it's not a true damage. So that's for the hero alternative if you do not have a Corrupt Orakh. But if you want to use the Cyrus, you need to deactivate this one. At least include one 5 hero and probably maybe select this one. 50% more enemy max health because Cyrus deals quite a significant amount of damage, so you can increase the enemy max health just a tiny bit more to get at least the 30 total score. Let me enter. So let me show you the hero that you can use. So the hero you can use is this one, Iris. But you need to gear her in a revival set. And probably replace Hakrin with a Rodira. If her health is too low, you can use Rodira to heal Cyrus. And the hero that I'm referring to is this one. This is Rodira. He's a powerful healer as an elite because she can perform cleansing, single target healing, as well as AoE healing, and also provide defense up buff. Alternatively, you can use like Rodira and one more hero, which I mentioned earlier, which is Anna. I do not have her gear up and promote to level 60. You need her to be level 60 to have additional health and defense stats. So you can use this free to play team as well. And you need to gear Anna in revival set since her base health is much lower compared to like Charles and Rogge. And I've previously tried with CC and it's not that great because you will need to have at least 3 attacker heroes to clear the wave quickly within the 50 rounds. If you do not have sufficient attackers, you will not complete the challenge quickly by the end of 50 rounds. So in the Tavern, you can use the Lucky Shillings to purchase the time limited item. And these Lucky Shillings are the ones that you obtain by completing the daily challenges as well as the special challenges. And there are 3 time limited items. The first one is the Blackhorn Skin, which you can use to apply if on him if you have a Blackhorn some in your account. So it requires around about a score of 30 in a special challenge to unlock this Blackhorn skin before you're able to purchase it. Alright, for the next time limited item, we have the Lord of the Oceans portrait frame, which is similar to the one that we had for the Garros Fire Slam event. And this requires you to reach a score of 18 in the special challenge to unlock it before you can purchase this item with your Lucky Shillings. And once you purchase this, you can equip it in your avatar section there. And for the third time limited item, you can purchase the Emerald Rose avatar, which requires a score of 12 in the special challenge to unlock the hero avatar. So there are only 3 time limited items here for the avatars. And here's a way to change the avatar here. So by going to the portrait frame, you can equip the Lord of the Oceans frame. And for the avatar, you can scroll down until you see the Emerald Rose. So this is the one that I had for the Fire Slam event with the golden frame avatar. And this is the Emerald Rose avatar, which you can redeem from the Oceans event shop. It looks quite cool. And there are also limited items that you can purchase. There are 4 legendary equipments here, as well as the Ancient Summoning Crystal. So I've already purchased the Ancient Summoning Crystal. Hopefully I can get a good legendary hero. But most probably it's an epic hero, because the legendary success rate is quite low. So let's see what I get. Right, it'll be golden. If there's a third golden ring on top, it'll be a legendary. So this is a duplicate hero that I had already, Santis, which I can use to hero synthesize Cyrus. My Santis is already fully ascended. So let me purchase the the 6-star gears. There are only 4 types of gears here. And there are 3 types of sets you can choose. And this one only costs 100 Lucky Shillings. So after you purchase it, you can head over to your backpack and open it up to select the items you want to choose. So there is Fate, Divine, as well as Assassin. Basically, Assassin allows you to deal 50% more damage at a 50% success rate, whereas Divine set allows you to perform a counter attack. And Fate set allows you to apply shield to your heroes at 50% of the healing that is I think received. So for all of the 4 items, I'll be selecting Assassin set because I'm lacking of good gears for my damage dealers. So I selected Assassin for the chest weapon, boots, the helmet, and the chest plate. Alright, so let me quickly upgrade the equipment. Hopefully I get some good rolls. If I land at least one bad roll, it'll become my gear enhancement for my other gears. Hopefully I land some attack percent or critical rate. Speed is okay. Probably I would like to have more attack or critical rate. If you land a flat stat, this one is also good because double speed doesn't provide much attack to my attacker heroes. So moving on to the next equipment, I'll be upgrading my helmet. I'll just put in at least three upgrades here. Alright, critical rate is good. So add additional, and I'll level up until level 6. Precision is not that great. Alright, hopefully I get a good roll. If there's no good roll, it's a sell for me. Alright, this is a chest plate now. Alright, critical rate is good. Let's upgrade it to 6 now. If a flat stat, it's a sell. Alright, this one is a sell now. So that one is not a good piece of gear. That's how I manage my gear upgrades. If you basically, right, if your 3 upgrades, right, does not land in the right substats, right, it's an instant sell or gear junk. Because when you reach like level 12 or level 15 gears, right, if you continue to upgrade the gear and you obtain flat stats, it's worthless because it does not improve your attacker hero stats. So all of these four legendary gears is not good for my account, especially for endgame. So that's a quick preview on how I perform my upgrade. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learn one thing or two based from my playthrough or walkthrough of this special challenge by defeating Evera with the high score of 30 points. If you found this video helpful, click on the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can also click on the notification bell to receive new updates whenever I upload a new video on the channel. Kindly comment below this video on what are the heroes that you guys use to clear the Evera's special challenge to achieve 30 or more points. And do share your strategies below so that I can improve my knowledge on the game as well, because I might be missing out maybe some potential gems that are quite useful for other players as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!